Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Karis. You were watching You Don't Scare Me. Today we're going to be checking out some slapped ham content because, like Nick said, it is safe because he hates slapped ham content. Mostly because all of it is bullshit. And unfortunately, I'm the one who has to cover it because I genuinely don't know what he's working on at this time. I like to run things like right up to the seat. Right now we're like working on today's episode, which is January 24th. Like I'm working on it right now. It's 11:24 a.m. and it'll be going live at 3 o'clock. So I only have a few hours to record it and submit it. But that's kind of how I like to do these things. I like to get straight up to the most recent videos, the most recent content, to sort of like dive into that content that's most prevalent. Whereas Nick likes to record a couple episodes in leading up to something. So, like for instance, he's got a couple videos scheduled for February because the first week of February, him and I are taking our hiatus to do our own sort of birthday extravaganza stuff. And for the most part, like I should probably be doing the same thing, but because of the way that his filming schedule works and his interest in this, he tends to cover all of the content that is present on the market right now. So my only hope to get anything out is to do the ones that he just genuinely hates, which is slapped ham. I also don't like slapped ham content. He's good, don't get me wrong. A lot of his clips are interesting, to say the least. But at least 100% of the clips that he does or show off are completely bullshit. They're like, totally stupid. So a lot of it just has me like sucking the energy out of my brain, trying to like come up with a way to engage the audience while I'm digesting all of this. But without further ado, I haven't seen this one yet. It's only 16 minutes long. It has a lot more views than the rest of his videos, so I'm hoping for some good content here. This is my third time trying to record, so bear with me as I regain my composure.
How you doing?
Skip over the intro.
Here's a quick and strange one to start today's episode off. Instagram user The Heavenly Way THW has shared a striking clip that has so
WTH. Yeah, what the heck?
Flying over Colorado. The
Sure.
video shows something bizarre.
Yeah. Oh, it's you know what this looks like to me? No.
Sparked a variety of reactions.
Somebody's cast a fireball or has cast Cosmic Strike or something. Yeah.
Divine wrath.
No. That is for sure doctored footage. There's no way there's no other way of it. Like something of that magnitude you'd expect to be being broadcast on every single news source. Like, hey, giant fireballs raining down from the sky over Colorado. Like, you don't think that would supersede Trump's inauguration? Like, yeah, it's even like October or something, right? Or December, depending on how that date is structured. But let's just say it's October 12th, 2024, in Colorado, US. You think we would have all heard about it? The news outlets, as far as I'm aware, we're not covering giant fireballs raining down from the sky. Also, I don't know, the screen in front of him kind of looks like it's a different thing going on.
This could be
like entirely.
Your thoughts and theories on this one in the comments.
So this is doctored. This is 100% doctored footage. I get that, like a lot of these things, you might think like, wow, like how did they doctor that? It looked kind of like he's flying a helicopter and stuff. I was like, it's well, the zooming in aspect is very much CG. Like that's a directive sort of thing. I'm stuttering a lot, but you know what I mean. Like this is 100%. This entire thing is a CG footage. This is like an indie film, like B-roll or whatever from like War of the Worlds or something like that. No way, shape, or form is that real.
Do you want short, creepy clips in your feed?
Skip over his advertisement.
Instagram user Butor Decor Kahini has shared an unsettling piece of CCTV footage that's left
Tahini. I don't know.
Captured inside of a hospital, the footage shows a terminal.
Okay, we've covered like I've never covered this one, but this is an old clip. Okay, it was also very debunked like multiple times. I'm not going to bother with it. People were saying it was an angelic apparition comforting a woman at the end of her life, but it ended up being doctored footage, and it was very obvious doctored footage. I think the guy who produced it he has a YouTube channel. I think he was involved in some indie films back in the day. I can't recall exactly what it was because it was a long time ago. But if you guys want to deeper dive into this particular video, we're more than likely capable of doing that. I'll probably task it to Nick because I just don't care.
Looks like a ghostly hand reaching.
But yeah, it is doctored entirely.
Yeah,
Yes, you can go like angels. Moving on. We're not seeing any ghosts yet.
December 16th,
Is this the ISS?
At 3:04 p.m. GMT time, something peculiar was spotted on NASA's International Space Station ISS live stream feed. Two unidentified glowing lights passed across
camera
the
is
camera's view,
just so terribly burnt out, man. It's 2024. How do we not have better cameras on the ISS? I know the ISS is going private. I think they're decommissioning it in the coming years because to make way for like independent space stations and stuff. I know China's got one that they're building a space hotel and stuff like that. But you think they would have paid a little bit of money just to sort of update the tech up there and have some like clearer footage here. If this is real, what we're likely looking at is the flare off of like a satellite or something, some other object orbiting Earth, and then the light catching it. Because of how poorly fed this
by a placeholder message stating the interruption was unexpected and that the live stream would resume shortly.
Okay, but yeah, like even still, it's likely just
Reddit user CPT1 managed to save footage of the event before the stream went dark, quickly sharing it to the platform.
Good for you. Yeah, it's good that you're recording it.
Speculation about the glowing orbs.
It's likely
timing of the live stream disconnection.
Like I said, it's likely just an object that is orbiting Earth that's caught the solar, like the sun. It's a little further out, and it's likely being lit up by the reflection of the sun.
The United States, many
my brain is like shutting down.
Reddit user PositiveSong2293 has shared an intriguing piece of footage capturing what appears to be a glowing orb with sparkling lights flying low over a mountainous region in Cali, Colombia.
Is it a balloon? Does it shoot off like a comet out of heck?
The recording, taken on the afternoon of December 24th, 2024, has left viewers debating.
It's curious, that's for sure. Nick would immediately say it was a balloon. Mylar balloon, he says. He's got that J. Allen Hynek explanation. It seems like it's getting closer to them.
While some Reddit users suggested the object might be a half-deflated mylar balloon reflecting sunlight.
That's what Nick says every time.
The orb's unusual movements and its luminous qualities.
Yeah, well, mylar balloons are like that. They're shiny, so they catch the sun and reflect the sun, and then it being like, you know, it's near a hill, so it's being caught by like updraft.
Whether this
updraft, by the way, is just as dangerous. It can actually suck you off of cliffs. So when you go to the edge of a cliff and you look over, you can actually get sucked off the cliff by the air currents. So you got to be really careful. Just a PSA there. Don't go looking over the edge of a cliff. The air current can pull you off the cliff.
What we are addressing here and dealing with is indeed the major issue of our time.
During a series of lectures in the early 1980s, former Sergeant Major Robert Dean delivered an eye-opening account of his experiences with classified.
He's a well-groomed man.
Shedding light on the
it's a good look.
Extraterrestrials.
I trust him.
In a global effort to
He's got that Obi-Wan Kenobi, Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi sort of like trimmed, sharp beard. He's got really tall peaks on his eyebrows. This man is an intelligent man of science.
And as a result,
I trust him because of his facial hair.
A worldwide conspiracy among governments to keep the lid on this secret.
Dean, a decorated military officer, asserts that he's reviewed a top-secret NATO document from 1964 titled
Show us the document.
Assessment. This report, he claims, confirms the presence of extraterrestrial civilizations and their involvement with humanity. Dean outlines the conclusions of the study, which he says align with findings by the US military as early as 1949.
They had determined, at least this is in the NATO.
So we got to take it on faith.
And I know for a fact that
there's been nothing to annotate yet, so I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna draw a mustache on this guy. He's angry too. Urgh.
Military.
Angry man.
As early as 1949.
Look, the issue I have with these things is that they're anecdotal. They're what we call hearsay. So information being delivered firsthand is hearsay until a second perspective is able to understand it or able to confirm it. This is what the due court process is for when we're doing like criminal investigations, is that we have the person's firsthand account, we have the defendant's firsthand account, and then we have the truth, right? The truth is subjective to the investigative investigation, but in this case all we have is this guy telling us what's up, but we don't see the document, we don't have any kind of concluding evidence or any kind of conclusive evidence to support his claims.
Humanity would have no.
And he's at a UFO conference, so even at that point,
If they, whoever they are,
yeah,
malevolent or hostile, there was absolutely nothing we could do, because the level of
beer long enough for that yet.
had been demonstrated was so
Oh,
anything we had in 1964 that we felt that if they were hostile or
again,
the game was up. It was all over with.
He reveals evidence suggesting a long-running program or plan involving Earth, potentially spanning centuries or even millennia.
There seems to be a process or a plan
Look,
of some kind
if
unfolding.
you guys want to check out this guy's speech, here's his information up here. Take a look up here. Robert Dean, FMR, CIA agent. Go and watch it yourself.
Collected.
Oh my god. Oh, that's going to shave off a majority of my video right there. That was going to go on for that long? Look, he was just talking out his ass about a CIA operation that has not been declassified, has not been referenced, has not been shown off, hasn't anything. Nothing. Okay? Anecdotal. And all I was hearing was him going, if they found out we were here, they're dangerous and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's great. Okay, but do you have any evidence to support your claims? No? See you later.
Don't know what happened.
To lighten things up a touch, here's a quick and weird one captured during one of comedian Zach Zucker's live comedy shows recently. As he's telling a joke, something quite strange happens.
A
Watch.
little bit of comedy in the room, if that's all right with you. You know what I mean? Okay, where did that go? Did I just do magic?
Half the mic stand seems to vanish.
A little bit of comedy in the room, if that's all right with you. You know what I mean? Okay, where did that go?
At first it appears to be part of the act.
Yeah, it does.
But as the show goes on, you can see that Zach legitimately doesn't know what actually happened.
I really don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Many commenters
I guess
chimed in
that
saying
was
it's a
good.
glimpse at the Matrix. Once
It does. It looks like it disappears.
that we're all living in a
But
simulation.
likely,
So what do you think?
so what I think actually happens here is that when the rod or the support drops down below this knuckle point here, a lot of times when you look at the if you were to bisect or cut that knuckle in half, there are little tiny ledges that hold the stand in place, right? They're basically there so that when you twist them, they tighten on the internal pole. So likely what's happened is this pole has shifted down below, and that line is sitting here. And so every time it rises up, it's like knocking into the tightened grip. And so it's not letting it fully extend. So even if he turns it around and like does that, it's not going to work. I've had what do you call those telescoping walking sticks? Same basic principle. Sometimes if the flange on the bottom of the stick is not present, it can slip into the top sheath and then get blocked by the tightening mechanism that's dispensing it, or that's allowing it to extend. So that's likely what happens here, is that he pulls the top off, and the top section of the mic stand here is what's required to prevent this thinner pole from being fully seated in here. And then in the absence of that top piece, when it goes down, it releases, it falls down below this knuckle here, and then the knuckle's tightness, if he had loosened it all the way, it probably would have come back out. But because it was only a quarter turn that he had loosened it, that's likely just locked the lower rod into the base of the piece here. They do come apart for shipping. They ship flat in a lot of cases, and then you screw them together. So it does make sense that those mechanisms would fit together like that.
Going on here?
Yeah, you saw it. I saw it. You saw it. Did you see it? I'm gonna see if I could. I saw it. That's great. I saw it. I know. Sorry, I said that a bunch of times, but I just did confirmation bias. It's a confirmation. It was really hilarious. That flashing light masked it, but when he zoomed in on that footage, watch right here for the white flash. Watch right there. I'm gonna circle it. Pay attention to this point right here for the flash of the top part up here, dropping below that. Watch.
On here.
There it is. You see that little tiny white flash? Maybe I'll even be able to slow it down in DaVinci after. It's right there. Yeah, that confirms it. It was just an accident or freak point. Okay.
Theories from Stuart Hameroff and Donald Hoffman challenge long-held beliefs about consciousness and reality. Nature of from
please no.
Roger Penrose, he developed the orchestrated objective reduction or OR theory, which suggests these microtabulae that it's just brain makes quantum effects on the brain down.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We're not going over that. Can I do something else, please? Can I cover Destiny content? Okay, I've got a couple more minutes here, man. It's like, this video is only 17 minutes long. Why don't we end this video on a high note? Did anybody check out the Xbox Direct video? I think it came out yesterday. What was that? There's a couple of games that they announced or they showed off. They showed off Doom: The Dark Ages. They showed off Ninja Gaiden 4. I think it was Ninja Gaiden 4, and also Ninja Gaiden Black remaster or redux or whatever, which is super awesome. But I'm actually pretty excited about the JRPG. Like, I haven't gotten really into any RPGs in a long time. But with Expedition 33 looks incredibly interesting to me. I'm so down for that. It launches in April. I'm super excited for that. Let's use that. That's a timestamp. That's a confirmation that I'm actually recording this a couple hours before it goes live. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Xbox showcase? I thought it was kind of mid. I wasn't really too interested. Like, I do like the South of Midnight, I think it was called. I am still interested in that one passively. I might subscribe to Xbox Game Pass for a couple months just so I can play those new games when they come out. I don't know if I'm too terribly interested in that one, just because it reminds me too much of like too heavy emphasis on platforming and not much in like the combat. Her being locked into some combat kind of like, throws me off a bit, being like, Sensua's Rage, how you got like locked into those fights and you had to complete the fights instead of like, exploration and avoiding them and stuff like that. But I'm really definitely interested in that, the Expedition 33. You guys got to check that out. It looks really cool. Anyway, I'm probably just going to end the video here. Sorry that this was a bit of a cut. I know that Nick's content is a lot more dry and he's a lot more, what do you call, down to earth. And I like to try to be a little bit more whimsical about my stuff. Like today, I just didn't have the energy for it, to be honest. And like a lot of times, Slapham's content sucks ass. I'm sorry, it sucks. It's all bad, and it's probably because he's producing so many of them so rapidly. Like if he had produced like one video, like put a lot of effort into one good video, he could probably make it look really good. But as always, like I feel like it would be really nice if Nick could just like find a good video, be like, you're gonna do nukes this week, I'm not touching nukes for this week, it's you, and then I could actually cover some decent content. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any videos or anything that you want to share with me, go ahead and share it on youdontscaremeyt@gmail.com. Send it to Nick. Tell Nick to let me cover it. Say, I want Karis to cover this. Hey, can you get Karis to cover this one? And then he'll be like, yeah, okay, cool. And then I'll have some content to cover. Say, Nick, throw Karis a bone because he's getting really tired of everything. Okay, anyway, let's wrap this up. All right, okay, I love you. Bye.